Cat here. Normally this would be a TF2 playing episode, but I really could not think of any ideas for an episode today. I mean, really, I couldn't really do anything. The one idea that I did have required a certain person, and that person never showed up. So, yeah. Okay. So, instead we're gonna play one of my favorite RPGs ever, Epic Battle Fantasy 4. It really pays a great homage to all the great RPGs, but it's mostly reminiscent of Final Fantasy. Yeah. Now, let me just make this clear. If you see here, this is definitely not a blind playthrough, because, yeah, level 37. But, yeah, don't worry about that. I would give a how-to on getting all the medals, but, well, I accidentally collected a bunch of medals, and I'm not going to reset this. So, just don't worry about that. New game. Previously in Epic Battle Fantasy 3, the ancient demon Akron was defeated by the three young adventurers in the Fat Cat. Now the warrior, now the magician, and Lance the Gunman had saved the world and had become living legends. Afterwards, the heroes pillaged towns for a living because they could get away with it. They saved the world from certain destruction, so it may be argued that they earned the right to everything within it. This behavior quickly made them many enemies. Fast forward to today, a sacred jewel was just stolen from the village of Greenwood. Local legends say that terrible things will happen if this jewel falls into the wrong hands. Anna, a young ranger and a resident of Greenwood, was very upset by this news. Anna quickly prepares to chase down the infamous trio who were spotted nearby and who she suspects must have taken the jewel. And so an epic new adventure begins. So yeah. So everything's pretty self-explanatory. Anything that you click on here pretty much takes you to that thing. And you pretty much click around to interact with the world, move around and stuff. Yeah, you could also switch to arrow keys if you wanted. So, right here is a slime cat. Those will let you work between worlds. If you see one, you probably should touch it and unlock it to get access to other areas. This is a store. Quests. A lot of the NPCs around here will just give you hints. Oh. Yeah, don't mind what I just found there. Okay, starting equips. Because I'm gonna go over every equip and what it does. Fairy Bow gives poison and has poisonous. Has vines on normal attacks and stuff. Yellow Bauble gives resistance to thunder elements and stuns. And then you got the Range of Skirt, which gives resistance to being poisoned and tired. Though I would rather you equip the Green Dress, which gives actual resistance to earth, poison, and being poisoned. Now this here is the flares, and we have none, so don't worry about that. Sky Feather is another bow and arrow. Doesn't give you any elemental resistances, but drains MP and may siphon targets, which is rather useful. I'll go over Siphon as we get on that. But without further ado, let's move on. It might be a good. Now, if you have never played this before, it might be a good idea to search around for random items. Just whatever. If see an exclamation mark, there's probably something good there. Or it's just an enemy and you just started a battle. Okay. Yeah. You can push blocks around. Now those are rocks that require something that we don't have right now. Pretty obvious. Potion badge, muffin, and milk. Oh man, potion badge is just... You will forget that you would have it equipped until you like really look at your flares. And I'm not gonna give it to Anna yet. Equip shop, just enough for a pink flower. Your stirring cache is just enough to get the first equip in the game. The pink flower gives resistance to earth and poison attacks, but gives a minor weakness to fire. So make sure you use it in the right place. I'm just collecting loot because I know my way around. More NPCs and quests. Okay, this NPC here, he's asking for holy water, and let me just say it is one of the hardest quest items in the game to get. So, if you find some, you better be sure you want to give it to him, because other NPCs will be looking for that item. I mean, sure, there's enough holy water in the game that you can give one to each NPC, but I just would recommend that you decide which one you want to give it to before you do it. Where else? More NPCs. I don't think anybody around here gives a quest, so we're just gonna be out of here real quick. Da 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 da. It's down here. Oh. Can't go there yet. So yeah, that's essentially Greenwood Village. Did I get this top corner? No, it's the food shop. You really want to go stop by and grab these stat boosting items. Like, this is the whole lineup of stat boosting items except for Candy Cane, which is supposed to be here. Oh, hey. Actually, you can complete your first quest if you just look around well enough, because you can find items that this guy wants. And bam, you get the pocket clock, another flare, and that's one that I'm gonna equip. It gives minor stun resistance, but also casts slowdown randomly, which is always good. I forgot that I also collected the clover pin, which gives player blessing status on random. One very broken mechanic of the game is, well, you'll see soon enough. You'll see soon enough what the broken mechanic is. Just gotta move on here. There we go. So here's the first battle. So, of course, attacks, skills are skills, specials are skills that certain party members can use that others can't. But more than one character shares a special, while skills are only for that singular player. Summons are summoning random enemies that you befriended before. And yeah. So I'm gonna start this off with Gus. One hit kill. Wait, what mode am I playing this on? So, the broken mechanic that I was talking about is that your health magic will regenerate while you're not in a battle. And it can be very broken since, well, you could just sit around and just wait for them to heal up. You're probably in the middle of doing something else while playing this, so... yeah. Oh. I almost missed this. Leaf Book. Gives poison and poisoning resistance. So yeah, as I was talking about before, skills are what a certain player can learn, and specials are what multiple party members can learn, but only one of them can have that special at a time. I mean, me, I just try to balance it out. Make sure everybody has elements, has the right element, and essentially fight with them. Okay. Piercing shot. Accuracy attack. As I said before, the Sky Zero regenerates MP on normal attacks and attacks that don't have an element associated to it. So it really can be broken in certain instances. Like if you're doing enough damage, you can actually regenerate more MP than you're using. Well, obviously not, but yeah. There's a random skill from the green dress. Okay. There we go. Oh, whoops, I missed that dialogue. Oh no, I can't just drop the salute. I'm gonna make a run for it and take some hits if I have to. Well, that didn't go so well. Just as I've been served. Now, return the Greenwood Jewel, you scumbag. Oh gosh, I'm not in the right mood for narrating, am I? I really am not. I'm just stumbling upon all the words. Check the bag, it's probably in there. But the rest of the stuff is mine, so don't take anything else. Nope, it's not here. Your friends must have taken it. I guess it'll be my hostage until we catch up with them. And I still garbage, I swear. They're not interested in shiny stuff. They're all totally innocent. Well, after you get them, let's go have a look around. And there you go, you got Matt. Now, Matt's probably been the longest running character in the Epic Battle Fantasy series. Well, tied with the other character that we will get it later on, but you get the point. So, starting equips are the Heaven's Gate, which is a holy sword with holy resistance, weaken, and dispel resistance. Captain's Hat, which is a pirate hat with water and bomb resistance, and the Captain's Shirt with water and bomb resistance. So, and then his other equip is the Casual Shirt, which has stun and siphon resistance, but doubles the power of HP and MP healing items. Really making it rather powerful early game. And then you get the Casual Cap, which buffs evade when hit by a powerful attack, has death, stun, and siphon resistance. Yep. Now I would switch to it, but it's not that important. And that's why I was withholding the potion badge to just give it to Matt. Because out of all the party members, he has the lowest magic points, and he's gonna need every single point he can get. Now his skills, Anna's skills are more based off of doing as many status effects as possible, while Matt's skills are dealing as much damage as possible in a single attack. So yeah. Okay, moving on. Treasure. So, oh yeah, I forgot about Matt's other sword. The Silver Blade, which has wind and earth resistance and is wind element associated. It's actually the blade you would rather switch to in this area. So I'm just gonna waste a turn on that. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm forgetting. Upon acquiring Matt, you get this summon that you're going to use the most in the game, the Scanbot, which allows you to see enemy weaknesses and stats and whatnot. as shown by the new data there. Tanuki Dog's weak to ice and water. I got a water skill right here. Yeah, Matt's starting special is Geyser, which is a basic water skill. He's never had that skill previously before, so it's actually pretty nice. Unfortunately, Matt's only MP restoring blade is really hard to get. And we're gonna be getting that like mid-game, so I don't think he'll restore MP anytime soon. Another cool thing about Matt is that he starts off at a higher level, but that's kind of redundant. Oh yeah, with all the items that we've been collecting off of these enemies, we can forge our weapons and make them stronger. Like here, boom, Silver Blade level 2. Sky, oh wait, it was Sky Feather, not Sky Arrow. Boom. Okay, there we go. These enemies are really weak. I'll admit that here. Oh, hey. Occasionally upon attacking or getting attacked, the different characters will say something. And when we get to like a awesome skill, I might show. Otherwise, I'm just gonna skip straight through it. Scan by again. Really, I know all these. I know the basic weaknesses of most of these enemies, but it's never a bad idea to scan just to make sure. One kill. The good thing about this is since I'm doing a practically near full walkthrough of this, I don't have to really edit it out that much. Like, there's not going to be many areas where we're going to be missing any important battles. Well, actually, you know, in that sense, we are just going through pretty easy battles. But I have no way of speeding up battle footage, so I don't know. Yeah, that's actually a good point what he says there. There's an autosave function and then there's a normal save function. As I said before, there's many files here. I have some rather powerful profiles here, so don't worry about that. Guess we'll... wasps. Now, when these guys are showing up in hordes, they're really annoying. But otherwise, they can be easily dealt with. Ooh, Siphon. Cool. Now, as I was saying before, I was going to go over different stat effects. Siphon stops you from using using any skills that require magic points. Poison is, well, you take poison damage and you turn in your poison, but you can actually use that again. You can use that for your benefit if you have a high enough poison resistance. But don't get that confused with poisoning resistance, because then you're not going to get any benefit. Flame badge. Equip that too, and it just offset that fire weakness. Yeah, a lot of the times you only have to use basic skills or just normal attack on these first few enemies. But as we move on, things are going to get tough. Yeah, if I'm playing on hard mode, just make it tough. By the way, you were really strong for surviving an arrow to the head. I'm impressed. Most people wouldn't die from that. Unless you don't have a brain. No, that's impossible. That was nothing. I'm a warrior. I can survive anything. Set me free and I'll help you find that thing you were looking for. I don't trust you. that so? Well, it's all lies. I've never stolen anything until today. Thief and a liar. Okay. Actually, what's up here? Lava cave, never been in here before. Yeah, let's battle. I'm gonna need a thumbnail for this soon. Oh yeah. I really thought I was gonna use Geyser on this thing. You'll see why I didn't in a moment. Oh. Okay, so you see that? Water immunity is immune to water skills, so Geyser would have been pointless. And now for the limit break. Ability points are used to learn new skills. AP is earned after battling to be used in the skills menu. That's how you are able to upgrade and learn skills. It skipped over the little thing it says afterwards. Dang. Yeah, forget it. We'll move on. Oh yeah, he got stunned, which pretty much stops you from taking a turn and increases the power of Earth-based skills. Speaking of skills, we should probably learn a few. Renew is a healing spell, basic. And really, you're not going to use it much for Anna. We'll get a much better healer later. Nettle, poison skill, which has poison chance. Lava jellyfish. Why are they immune to water? And well, they actually absorb water. And they're immune to earth, so can't use that either. Don't have any skills that would work normally, so we're just gonna bash them. Oh wait, Nettle just got everything's missing! Jeez! Well, the thing I got renewed. Or else this might become... It would become a real problem if we had a healing skill already. There we go. I don't really know what to do. Just keep bashing it. Basic skills. So basic. Seriously, the dodge rate on these things is just insanely good. We were getting really low on HP there for a moment. I really shouldn't have brought that close. But whatever. So that's a shortcut. How long have I been going at this? Ooh, whoa. That's... Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's just move on with the battle. Oh yeah. Let's scan. Obsidian idols. That earth resistance, wow. Didn't expect that. As I said before, I know the most of their basic weaknesses, but that doesn't mean I know all their weaknesses. And now for another limit break. Mother poison foes, blesses allies. It's a nice offensive and defensive skill. However, it's not the best one. I really agree Mother Nature for supporting this stuff. I was in cycle, so I think I deserve this favor. More flame sprites. Okay. Now, Wet status effect, it's more situational. Like, it raises weakness to electricity and ice, but it also lowers weakness to fire. So if you're not paying attention, you might have a real problem. Oh no. Low on health. Time to use the friendly dog. I should probably explain what he does. He gives you a random healing item. Pretty nice. And unfortunately, he gave me the worst healing item at this point. Orange juice. It raises your max HP, but we're not at the game where we would need that right now. Renew. Makes Renew look bad. That 1 HP clutch though. Like, wow. I've never had that before in this game. I really have never had that in this game. Clutching on 1 HP. Wow. Okay. This game's making me worried now. I've never started out the game on hard mode. Just play it on normal. So, let's start off on hard mode. Wow. Okay. We should probably upgrade skill some more. Basic poison skill, possible chance of poisoning. Upgrade Tremor, which is a basic earth attack with no added effects. Let's go up here. Chest. Nice. One thing I like about this game is that it's set up in a way that as long as you fight every foe that you meet, you're not gonna have a problem. Now, however, if you miss foes, then you're gonna have a bad time. Okay, Cleaver again. The Swordsman always has the ultimate multi-slash attack. That's me. I'm not gonna be original here. So yeah. I think every limit break comes with a quote. I think every limit break comes with a quote. I don't know if I have. We might actually be coming to an end here for this part though. Let's just see what goes down. I should probably use Temper. It buffs an ally's attack and gives them Brave status. Brave status increases critical hit rate and protects against criticals. So it's really just double buff. 297 on a crit. Okay. So I think... Okay. I'm gonna go over the speed book real quick and then we're gonna end here. The Eagle Eye. It's a high accuracy bow that counters most attacks with the piercing shot skill, which is the skill you've been seeing me use this whole time here. Yeah, counter items are really nice. But otherwise, I think this is gonna be it here. This has been the Cat. I hope that you liked this beginning of this walkthrough. You guys know the drill. I'll see you in the next part, next time. Which probably won't be for another 2 weeks because spring break. Bye.